I looked through an old couple old comments on my previous podcast,
Mhm.
and people were I somehow did not notice this, but people were upset over the fact that I only had one co-host at the time, and it was this guy Steve, and I had one or two people who got angry where they're like, "Do you plan on ever having any white guests on your show, or is this or are you woke?" And I thought about it and I'm like, well, Steve was just kind of the guy who I knew at the time. And I have a bad history with co-hosts. I've had two shows and three co-hosts, and none of them want anything to do with the industry that we were talking about. I had a movie podcast with two people who neither of them like watching bad movies anymore because the movies that we watched were so bad. And Steve used to work in PR for video games and just got so tired of the toxicity around the community that he now does PR for Black Death music albums. Nothing to do with with the podcast itself, but just like everyone that I've co-hosted with wants nothing to do with the areas that we were talking about anymore.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But I did this is always my favorite part of the episode. Well, this and little bits, and it's the intro. Time to play the intro.
To be fair, though, you're not really doing yourself any favor because now you got a trans woman on. So, like,
Well, see, that's why I named the episode of this podcast. I always try to get in episode names that make me smile. And with this being the reboot of Online for Maintenance, I did episode number 1, DEI didn't think of a title.
I love that.
It's because if you think about it, we're both DEI hires in our own special, unique way.
I mean, me especially now, yeah.
The big question everyone wants to know after the first episode will Online for Maintenance ever have a cishet white man on the show? And the answer is, it doesn't look great.
We'll get SVD on here. Or we'll get that shit. It'll be fine. We'll do it.
But with that, hit the music.
It's mighty strange. You looking happily deranged. I can't settle in bed. Or have you picked your target yet? It's ended. Don't you dog bite? It's ended.
And I guess that's time for the intro. This is Online for Maintenance, the 2025 reboot, episode number 1, DEI didn't think of a title. I'm Connor, and you're listening to what is theoretically the official podcast of MMOFallout.com. You can check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/MMOFallout. No longer on Twitter, but on Blue Sky at MMOFallout. And I'm joined today by a co-host, Dandruff. What do you do?
I play a lot of video games. I used to be a video game YouTuber or video game news YouTuber. I consider myself retired for a multiple number of reasons, but I tried my hand at the YouTube game, didn't work out, so now I'm on other things, mostly just playing video games.
Right. Now, Dandruff and I know each other from the Sentinels of the Store Steam group, which I occasionally bring up. It's a something of a watchdog group that talks about shovelware, scams, usually where I get some of my content for the things that I write about on my website. And I wanted to bring back the show. It's been about 5 months since the last episode, and a lot of times the show and a lot of the things that I do really only exist if I feel like I have something to say. And problem is I go a long time sometimes without having anything to say. And I hate creating content for the sake of content. And I actually saw a video earlier today that made me very happy that YouTube is not my job. And it was a channel that I turned off after about 10 seconds because a Fortnite video came up in my recommended results, and the guy started talking about monetization of V-Bucks. And then he said the phrase that ruined my mood, which was, he said, and I'm going to talk about the changes to V-Bucks that could change the way you play Fortnite forever. I'm like, oh, clickbait shit. Turn this off.
I just cringed really hard.
Anytime someone says, could change the way you blank forever, I tend to immediately write that person's opinions off. How about you?
I don't blame you. I don't like to blame. I don't like to deal in like hyperbolic absolutes. That's just kind of like, it doesn't solve anything. Plus, how is V-Bucks, which as far as I know, V-Bucks are all spent on cosmetics, going to change the way you play? Playing is mechanical. It's going to change the way you like V-Bucks is just going to change the way you look.
Probably not at all, which is usually how these channels go. But I really hate. I have historically blamed BuzzFeed and a few of the other websites for kind of poisoning how people talk and the way that people think in a very hyperbolic, exaggerated fashion. And that's why you get so much talk around video games these days, which is Sony. Nobody can be happy when a good game comes out. It's Marvel Rivals came out. This is why Overwatch is doomed.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Star Wars Outlaws came out. It got a 7 out of 10. It's terrible.
Right. IGN didn't like this game. Does that mean that the company is going to go bankrupt? But I wanted to start off the first segment with talking about games that we've been playing. And Dandruff, have you been playing any games?
I have been playing games. I've taken a break from playing Octopath Traveler. I was trying to get through that for the first time and kind of seemed to put back that on the wayside. I am an avid player of Sea of Thieves. I am always out on the high seas doing something. So unless you really want me to talk about that, I have gotten back into Apex Legends.
Ooh.
And that's been really, really fun. They've made a lot of changes that I was not aware of, and I've seen some new changes that they're going to be making, which is really interesting. They are going to be moving toward they said like a loadout system, but it's not really it's not really loadouts as much as it is weapon caches specific to a weapon type. I don't know if you play Apex.
Okay. I played a very small amount of Apex Legends back when it first released, and it never really caught my long-term attention because I absolutely cannot stand playing battle royale games in teams mode. And at least at the time, I don't know if they've put in a solo mode, although it's not really compatible with how the game works because it's all very team oriented. But I basically played a few rounds, got put in with morons, and then got frustrated and quit.
That's 6 out of 10 times that's what'll happen, but 4 out of 10 times you might find somebody good. I usually play duos with my best friend, and he's a little bit better than me, but we're more or less on the same playing field. So like him and I do pretty well. And if you and I were to try some duos, it might be better. But there used to be a solo mode, but it's basically like solo queuing with other teams. So it's not exactly solo.
Okay. I returned to it a little bit when they brought in the team deathmatch mode, but the time to kill for the game is a little bit too high for my liking.
It is. It's because they balance it all around the battle royale mode because that's the one they want everybody to play.
Right. And
Really, what they want everybody to do is buy their skins. I love Apex Legends, but are you familiar with their monetization?
I am. I'm familiar. I know how the skins are, and I know that they got people very angry by cutting the battle pass in half, effectively doubling the price and making each battle pass about a month and a half instead of the full 3 months.
Not only that, though, there's a weapon, really common weapon called the 301. There's a skin coming for it next season or next event. I'm not exactly sure on that. I'm still getting reacquainted with the game. But the skin itself, you have to acquire by acquiring other paid skins. So this skin effectively will cost you $270.
Yeah, this isn't the first time they've done that, is it? Apex Legends is kind of
No.
notorious for the you have to spend hundreds of dollars to get this skin.
And I mean, you can play the game for free. I've spent some money on it. I can't say that I haven't spent any money on it, but it's it's fun to spend some money on it. There's loot boxes, it's gambling, yada yada yada. But it just seems like when they have these events, and there have been multiple of them. There's been a dozen, maybe more, maybe dozens, I could say, of these events where they have like multiple $250 skins or $250+ skins. And it's a collect all 24 to get the 25th one. And it's like I can't understand this, especially when the loot boxes are $7 a pack.
That is crazy.
It's it's genuinely outrageous. Their basic ones are $1 a pack, and sometimes they go on sale for 50 cents. And when they go on sale for 50 cents, not bad. But like $7 an event pack, and you need to buy like I think you need to buy like 20 of them or something. I forget what it is. That it's ridiculous.
That is kind of crazy. It does make Epic Games look a little bit more sane with Fortnite monetization, and I don't know how up to date you are on Fortnite, but Epic has monetized the ever loving shit out of that game over the last year.
I played it once, and I genuinely did not like the way it felt, so I just never went back to it.
Right? Did you play it before or after they added in the no build mode?
Before. I played it when it first launched.
Okay. So Fortnite, over the last year, has been monetized out the ass. They have, so their big thing.
I'm not surprised.
Oh yeah, their big thing for years was the battle pass. They back in chapter 4 started putting out little mini battle passes that cost the same as a normal battle pass, but had 20 total rewards instead of the full 200 levels. When chapter 5 launched, they added the multiverse, where they added in Fortnite Festival, which is the rock band mode. They added in Lego Fortnite, and they added in Fortnite the rocket racing. And now they sell Lego sets for Fortnite, which are in the realm of like 20 to 30 bucks. They sell
That's not surprising. I'm okay with
Right.
Lego sets, though.
They sell music tracks for Fortnite Festival.
In the game?
Yeah, because it's like Rock Band.
Oh, I see. I'm not even seeing any of this.
And you can take the songs and play them as jam emotes in the battle royale.
Okay, that's cool.
The one thing I do like is the fact that with the Fortnite festival, they got rid of the FOMO with that, where once a song is put in, when you look at the normal skins, they rotate in and out of the game, and they might not be in the store for another year, 2 years, sometimes up to 3 years. Or in some cases, never at all. Like when they put in the Travis Scott skin and that never came back.
Nobody wants that anymore.
They also had a Rockstar emote from DaBaby, which was the TikTok dance for Rockstar, and then DaBaby had his controversy, and that has not come back in the last 3 years. But once a song is in Fortnite Festival for purchase, it is always available.
Well, that's good.
And there's something like 200 songs there. And I love the Fortnite Festival has it's a very interesting view on music ratings, because it's got me thinking about the things that some people get away with and the things that other people censor, because Fortnite is a teen rated experience, which means that they all the songs in Fortnite Festival are edited they're the radio edits.
Gotcha.
So you get like the radio edit of Nelly, Ride With Me. Or not, that's not Nelly. Is it? Oh yeah, that is Nelly. So you get like the radio edit of Nelly's Ride With Me. My personal favorite is the radio edit of Droppin' Plates.
From who is
Disturbed.
Disturbed? Really? Oh, Jesus. Yes. Okay.
They have several songs by Disturbed, including my favorite, his rendition of Sound of Silence.
That's a good one.
It is.
They used to be my favorite band for a little while. I've seen them 3 times.
I like them.
Mm-hmm.
But they have concerts. Fortnite has concerts. They have big events. Mm-hmm. And they have each season of Fortnite Festival is themed around an artist. Like they had Snoop Dogg, they had Billie Eilish, they had Karol G. And it made me realize the things that some artists can get away with in Fortnite, where you have some songs where they bleep out bitch. And there's a line in Karol G, she has a song Tusa, and it is pretty much entirely unedited in Fortnite. Nicki Minaj is in the song.
Okay.
And keep in mind, this is for rated teen. Mm-hmm. And in a game that where the songs regularly censor bitch. Some of them do, some of them don't. But there's a verse in the song where Nicki Minaj says, "I'm in a new place, sitting on a new, getting new D, sitting on a new face." And then later on in the song, Nicki Minaj says, "This ain't no booty call, you gotta jack off." And I'm amazed that they left that they let them use that version in Fortnite. Now, if you play the song in Battle Royale mode, they actually remove all the lyrics. It only plays the instrumentals.
Okay.
And they they're on their way to completely segregating this game in the sense that you have like the festival mode, which plays music with stronger lyrics, but not too strong. You have the battle royale mode, which is kind of the middle ground, and then you have creative modes where they actually completely remove the ability to play a lot of the songs and do a lot of the emotes and stuff. And the songs, I should point out, are $5 a piece.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
And I thought I used to get mad at the $3 a song in like Guitar Hero.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And the songs are $5 a piece, and they recently started selling kicks, which are shoes.
Wait, in-game shoes or real
Yeah,
shoes?
in-game shoes.
Okay, okay, all right. I never know anymore if it's real life stuff or in-game stuff.
And it's hilarious because the Godzilla skin in the game can wear kicks. Most of the skins can wear kicks, but they are like $10 a piece.
Yeah, see, this is again, they're adding skins to everything. Back to, if you don't mind me going back to Apex Legends, you can now put skins on your grenade,
Mm-hmm.
which it's like, why? You never see them. You
Yep.
see like, why? It's just
They
more crap to buy.
they have skins. They have skins for your weapons. They have skins for your. So you have like the character outfits, the kicks. You have character glows. They have instrument skins. They sell cars for the rocket racing mode for like $20 to $30 a pop. They sell like wheels for the cars. They sell trails. They sell Lego figures, Lego sets. The game is monetized out the ass. And also, in addition to the Fortnite Battle Pass and the Mini Battle Pass, they have the OG Battle Pass, the Fortnite Festival Battle Pass, and the Lego Battle Pass. So Fortnite at any given time has 4 to 5 battle passes running concurrently.
I don't understand why people put up with this.
It's all to get the battle passes are all to get people to sign up for Fortnite Crew, which is $13 a month and gives you access to all of the battle passes.
Oh, okay. We overload you with things to buy, and then we sell you a pass. It's a cheaper way to buy all the things.
A cheaper way to buy all the things and a way to make it look like it all has more value. Because outside of the regular battle pass, most of the other battle passes can be leveled to completion in a day and a half.
Sea of Thieves has one of the best battle passes I think I have ever seen, and I will continue to love it for its. I don't care about the way they do their battle pass. It may as well just not have one. It has one. It has one every season.
Right.
The way that I play the game, because I play like 4 to 5 hours at a time, I get the battle pass done in less than a week. Maybe it's usually like 4 or 5 days. It takes, and I mean it's just from playing. I don't have to do anything specific to do it, and it's levels 1 to level 100, 4 to 5 days. They give you premium currency in the free pass. You can earn the paid pass by just playing like 2 or 3 seasons. Once you have the paid pass, you can just keep rebuying the paid pass.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought it like two seasons ago, and I haven't paid for it, and I've gotten it every season.
That's great. Fortnite itself does that, where the standard battle pass is 950 V-Bucks, and you do get 1,300 V-Bucks for finishing it.
That's good. That's good. That's even
Right.
better than like breaking even. Because I think
So,
in Sea of Thieves you break even,
mhm.
which is not bad, and you can still earn premium currency in the game up through other ways. There's like 2 or 3 different ways to earn premium currency regardless. So like you can't. It's really not. And I think it's there just to literally like placate the people. Like you have to have a battle pass. All right,
Right.
here's your battle pass.
Yeah, it's something to keep people logging in every day.
And the better cosmetics are in the free pass.
Huh.
Yeah, it's genuinely like it's very consumer friendly. You get a bunch of stuff. You get stuff every level in the free pass. You don't get stuff every level, I think, in the premium one. The premium one though, you get more premium currency.
It sounds like they have the opposite, because usually it's the other way around for battle passes.
No, it's very, very friendly. What they
Hmm.
do though is introduce more cosmetics, more emotes, more like that every to the paid shop every season. But that is all a la carte. You can buy as much or as little of that as you like.
Right. Now, I am interested. You mentioned that Apex Legends is going toward more of a loadout system.
Yeah, it's not exactly loadouts as it is weapon caches.
Okay.
And so they're gonna have like weapon caches in each of the like subsections of the maps because they're kind of divided up into subsections. First of all, they're gonna be labeling the subsections, which yay, I'll finally learn the map name. I'd never know where it is. It's usually just like my friend and I just know where we're going and we're just land there. We don't have names for the locations. So we'll actually be able to learn that. But there'll be weapon caches with um most types or most of every weapon of a certain type. So there'll be like a weapon cache that has like light and sniper, and when you get there it'll have like three lights, three snipers, and you can even I forget what it is, but you think you can like change weapons or something, or you can get more ammo from it too if you like hold down on it. There's like a secondary feature of it. And it's really nice because it means that people will have guaranteed spots to get a decent gun rather than just the ammo caches or the caches that are around everywhere. So you can either take this stance of I'm just going to go check random boxes to see if I can find anything there, and then if I can't find anything there, I'm going to go to the guaranteed thing. Or you can try to go for the guaranteed thing, which a lot of people are going to fight over. And if you like your like grunge matches or your TDM right there, you get your TDM right there.
Okay. Are the loadouts something that you kind of build outside of the matches?
No, no, it's loadout is really a bad term for it. It's really just the weapon cache. But
Okay.
they called it loadouts, I guess.
It's very strange because
Yeah, I'm not
it
sure.
has me confused with the in Call of Duty Warzone there are loadouts where
Hmm.
it's kind of your weapons from that you've collected in the main multiplayer mode that you can turn into loadouts that spawn in the game, and that's what I was thinking about when you said loadout.
Yeah, because a loadout is generally like you have like a pre-selected like I'm gonna take a shotgun and a submachine gun, and then like
Right.
when you get into the game, that's the weapons that you're given. Whereas other people pick a loadout of like sniper rifle, assault rifle, then they can do that. But no,
Okay.
it's more. I think that they're. I think it's a misused term, or I think I might be misremembering something. But it's again, it's more akin to weapon caches, and you'll see what weapon types they have. So if you like a certain weapon type, you could go for that one rather than just like it has any weapon type.
Okay. So it's more of a it's more knowing what you're going to get rather than the normal boxes that are it could be anything, right?
Yeah, because there's a lot of times where like you drop in, you'll open three boxes and it's literally all ammo or it's all heals. There's no
Right?
guns. I've had so many matches where I'm like, I need a gun. I just need a gun. And you start punching people and
I I distinctly remember that from the few matches that I've played. Dropping into what I thought was a pretty safe POI and then running around from box to box and finding absolutely no weapons.
yeah, and if you haven't played the game for a while, they have improved a lot of the weapon drops. Like they've gotten rid of armor drops on the ground completely.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of nice because you don't have to. The way that you regain your armor is actually through killing other players or through finding evo caches. So you can still like gain you can still artificially gain to like blue and purple armor, but it's a lot better to kill players, gain your evo levels that way, and then if you end up low, you can they have like shield cores now, so you can switch out your shield core for somebody else's shield core and then keep going. It's just like it works very similar to the old system, but it makes it so that way you don't have to worry about this like all these armors on just on the ground, because I remember in old Apex you'd be walking around and there's just a ton of white armors sitting around, and other than like quick swapping because you're low, they don't really serve any purpose in late game.
Okay.
Now too, they I think it's on either um ring 3 or 4, they reset the weapon caches. So all the boxes close and you can reopen them for better loot. They have higher tier loot farther into the game. So you can like looking for loot later in the game is actually more viable. I like what they do with Apex because they do figure out a lot of things that other battle royales do wrong and then they improve them, but then they seem to have this struggle with monetizing the game.
Right.
So, but the changes that they're making, I do seem to like. I do seem to really like. They seem to be good. Um, the new season, they're not bringing any new characters or any new weapons to the game, which I'm honestly fine with. There's more than 15 guns in the game, I think.
Right.
There's a lot of guns. There's many different sniper rifles. There's many different shotguns, many different pistols. So like, no new guns, no new characters is fine with me.